Hi all, welcome to the How To Teacher, and we're going to learn how to create a couple things to get to know your kids, some get to know you activities. I'm going to go ahead and start with Google Slides, but I'm also going to show you the same concept used on other apps that you could use as well. So go ahead, log into Google, open up a brand new Google slide, and I titled mine Get to Know You. And what I envision here is this link. You can go ahead and share this document when you're all done with your families. So your parents' emails, you can go ahead and email it out to your families and have them complete their specific slide. So my slide is the very first slide, and then after that is all of my potential students that I have. And what I would want them to do is fill out the slide with only their name on it. So if you have younger kiddos, I just envision you could go ahead and have them add pictures of things that they like. This can be pictures from the internet. That can also be them taking pictures of things around their house that they want to share with others, and also making sure that the students have a picture of themselves, because this will not only help the students get to know each other, but you get to know your students as well, and you'll always have access to this. So what I did first is I took a picture of myself and I put it under my name. And then I went ahead and I went online and I looked for pictures that best described me and maybe something that I did over the summer. When I'm making this a get to know you activity, this is something I'm having the kids do at home, maybe with their parents. I highly suggest, and what I will plan on doing is making a screen recording and video of exactly me modeling what it is that they need to do. So, I think that's very, very important that, you're not just saying, hey, fill out their slide, tell us what you like, blah, 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 blah. Give them your teacher model and then show them how you did that. So for the younger kids, I just envision a lot more visuals for the kiddos. And the way that you can have the kiddos search safely online is if you go ahead and we go to, where's my safe search? It's around here somewhere. Safe search. So safe search for kids here, it's safesearchkids.com, and what you do is you come here to save images, and then you just type in the word or words of whatever it is that you're searching for. So I went ahead, I already did that, and I saved my photos to my device. Again, this is something you would model for your families. And this is what I came up with. So I would tell my kids, my name's Mrs. Norris, and this is what I look like. I don't like loud sounds. It makes me really upset. I get really anxious and worried. I just don't work well with loud sounds. I love the Columbus Blue Jackets. I love working out. This summer, I went to the zoo as soon as they opened, and I absolutely love getting ice cream. So what I would do then, I would have the kiddos go ahead and create their own slide. Again, this is for the younger kiddos. If you have older kiddos, what I envision is not only just having a picture of each student and having them take a selfie, upload it, but then you can have the students type everything about them, kind of like a little bio for their classmates to read. And then when everyone's done with their bio, everyone can go back and they can leave comments, or they can put some they can type some thinking. Maybe somebody had a connection or whatever it may be. So that will be great for kids to kind of take the time, look at Johnny's picture, read what Johnny has to write, and then maybe reply to that. So I think this is a great, just easy get to know you activity. It's nothing fancy, but it definitely gets the job done. And again, it allows your students to practice on whatever devices that they're using, letting the parents explore too, and just having them work together outside of school hours. If you're not planning on using Google, or maybe you just don't want to, another app that you could use would be the Pick Collage app. And the Pick Collage app is pretty much the same concept. I would have my students go ahead and start with freestyle, and I would have them, and it even says to tap anywhere to add a photo. What I would do is I would go ahead and model exactly what I wanted them to do. So here's a picture of myself. Maybe I want to add a text, and I need to make sure that we have our name at the top so we know who's who. So we have Mrs. Norris. And when they're done with their pick collages and they have everything that in it that they want to share. See, and it already has like all these pictures here. I'm just going to go ahead and you can make things smaller, you can make things bigger. I just love Pick Collage. Pick Collage is great. All right, so I've got my Pick Collage here. All right, and let's say that I'm done. So I'm going to press the done button, and I'm just going to save it to my library. So that saves it to my device. When I'm done with that, if I wanted my kids to be able, if I wanted everyone to be able to share it in one space, I'm going to go back to Google. You could either, if you're not using Google, if you're not using Google, you could do this, you could have kids share this during Zoom time, and you could do it throughout the week. So you could have like 5 kids share each day, different kids each day. So then you get through your whole class by the end of the week, and they can just screen record, or they can screen share. So if you're doing a Zoom with them and it's Sally's turn, you can have Sally come up, and you can have her share her screen, and then she can go to her Pick Collage and bring it up and show everyone what she came up with. If you don't want to use it during Zoom time, or maybe you want more control, what I suggest you do is you go into your Google Drive and you create a new folder, and you would make that folder just like get to know you, and you would then use that folder and you would share that folder with all of your students, so then they all have access to it, because then when Sally's all done, this folder will then pop up on her Google Drive when she opens up the app, and then she can just add the picture and she can upload it. And then she can upload her Pick Collage that she just made into that folder. And now everybody will be able to see it. And I'll be able to see it. So I can see who's done it and who hasn't yet. And I can send follow-up emails to families. And then maybe during Zoom, I can go ahead and just share from my screen by bringing this up during our Zoom call. And then we can share our Pick Collages this way. So you can use Google Drive and make a Google slide for your whole class. You could use Pick Collage and have your students make different collages. My last suggestion is going ahead and doing a get to know you with Classkick. Classkick has a wonderful getting to know you and getting to know the app assignment that you can get. And let me just go ahead and log in. My apologies. So it's called Welcome Back to School. And with this Welcome Back to School, it gets to know the students. So what you can do here is it shows them what to do, and then also it shows them what they need to do to get a picture, to type their name, things that they're excited about. So this is another getting to know you. You could also get rid of some images if you wanted and make it your own any way that you wanted to. But yeah, so, oops, I'm sorry. But yeah, so this is another good choice. And if you don't want to use what Classkick has to offer for the getting to know you, obviously you could go ahead and make your own and then share it with your class. And then you could screen share it again during your Zoom call. So those are just a couple ideas on how you can get to know your students and build a little bit more of a classroom community virtually. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me either on Instagram at the How To Teacher. You can email us at thehowtoteacher@gmail.com, or you can just go ahead and leave a comment below. But please go ahead and subscribe, and you can get alerts every time there's a new video on how to do something.